So good afternoon, my name is Jason Dailey. I'm the country sales manager for Microsoft Advertising, and I manage a team of digital media experts. So what I'm going to show you here is a Surface table, and what we're going to show you is basically how this platform can be used as part of a multi-platform campaign to engage users, provide them extra value, and immerse them in an experience while you're also trying to tell them a story or send them a message. Cross-platform advertising isn't something that's new, so you could always have a TV ad and then a magazine ad and even a newspaper ad and have those things be connected in some way. But the digital canvas that we talked about today really is powered by these connected experiences, and that's really powered by the technology. So the ability to have a device over there speak to another device and it recognize who you are and recognize that you've done something previously is the thing that's really different. And so from an advertising perspective, that means you can now port that experience across devices as well. And so before, where you had multi-platform executions and campaigns, they were still pretty much in silos. Yes, they were consistent and they were connected, but they each lived in their own silo and bucket. With the digital canvas that we talked about today, it breaks down those silos and allows those advertising campaigns to actually easily flow and port through each of them. Here we can see our Harry Potter installation and demo. So when I bring that up, you're brought into this immersive experience. Now Surface, what it is able to do is basically recognize different objects. So in this particular example, we put a piece of paper down and it recognizes that this is a ticket. You can embed, what it basically has is the visual tag on here, and you can embed within that visual tag basically any kind of information you want. It could be someone's name, it could be information about what they've bought. What we see here is that it recognizes that this person is Sean Alexander and that they're a member of a loyalty club. And because this is being promoted as part of an all-around experience, there is a value exchange, and so you really want to reward the user for taking time to sit down and experience or participate with your brand. And so here we're giving the user $2 off some concessions at the stand. Well, there's two things. I think one is the whole idea of the cross-platform execution and campaign is really trying to solve the problem that you're not going to necessarily be able to reach person at every touch point. And so that's where you see the fragmentation of audiences, is that people are doing different things. Some people are online, and then once you get online, there are a ton of places you could go. Some people are watching some TV, some people are focused on their mobile phone. And so the cross-platform campaign really drives to making sure that you're finding that individual no matter where they are. And at some point you get in front of their face with a message and a story that you want to tell them. The other piece I think that's important is that even though these experiences are all connected, it has to be kind of obvious and apparent that how you get from one to the other, right? So when we showed the download offers, it gave you the text code that you could put in, and it's pretty obvious, okay, if I put a text code in, that's going to go straight to my phone. Or if you have, another example is in gaming, right? So when you're doing an in-game advertisement where people are actually seeing ads while they're playing the game, have that actually point back to the branded destination experience we talked about in Xbox Live, so that, oh yeah, I remember I was in that game, maybe I should point back and go look and see if I can see their branded experience in the Xbox platform. So one, we want to solve that problem of fragmentation, but then also just make it obvious and apparent and connect the dots for people so it's easy for them to see where they need to go. So in this example, it recognizes that this is a mobile phone. It looks at it, it knows what it is. It also connects via Bluetooth. So it knows that it's my phone. It knows that I'm also a member of this loyalty club. And then because it's recognized the object and it knows it's a phone, it says, hey, you might be interested in different ringtones. And so over here, it's given me different ringtones that I can preview and see if I'm interested in actually having them. So I can play this ringtone and say, that's interesting. But then I might say, well, maybe I want to try out this one and see what this one's like. So I can preview this one. It's a little creepy, but I like it. So once I've decided that that's something I actually like, I can then take this ringtone, I can actually drop it over to my phone, and right now it's downloading to my phone. It's successful. You could do that with pictures, you can do it with contact information. You could have people sitting here with different phones and you could exchange pictures or contact information. It's probably less expensive than you think. It may be cost prohibitive to try to do something with the Surface, but the first starting point would be definitely integrating search campaigns into your media buy. So we've seen, and we have the data that shows us that when companies do display advertising as well as search, there's again that incremental lift because you're drawing awareness and you're driving awareness about something, and then once they get to the search platform, you're driving action there. And search is very ROI focused. You only spend based on what you're able to pay. So it's usually a really good starting point and entry point for somall advertisers. And then I would say also definitely focus on mobile because it's very local based, right? So for a lot of small businesses, sometimes what they do is very relevant to a particular geographic area. And that's really, that fact means that you can really take advantages of the opportunities within mobile to target specific people who you're trying to reach or who might be interested in whatever product or service that you have.